Positive energy all the time. Good to see everyone. Hope y'all doing great. Let's get it. Rep your city, rep your state. That's what we usually do. But tonight we're representing your state. So I'm representing the state of Illinois. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Facebook. Coming to you from the wonderful state of Illinois. We have New York, the state of New York in the building. We have the state of Arizona in the building. We have the state of Florida here. We have Jersey here. We have Alabama here. We have Cali here. California representing heavy. The state of New York is here. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. Represent your state. Tonight I'm going to talk about something I don't talk about too much. I'm going to talk about conspiracies. We have California in the building. We have Georgia in the house. We have South Carolina in the building. Represent your city. We have Florida in the building. I mean your state. Represent your state. Represent your state. We have New Mexico in the building. New Mexico, a nice state. I spent some time in New Mexico. A few days in New Mexico. I was at one of those universities. We have California in the building. Representing Cali. We have Florida in the building. We have California again in the building. Representing heavy. I'm not sure what state that is. Carolinas representing heavy. Hope everybody's doing well. Health is wealth. Take care of yourself. Rep your state. Represent your state. Make sure you run those likes up. Share. Subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you can get your notifications. If you haven't been getting your notifications, go hit the bell and click off the notifications and click back on. While we talk about conspiracies, and I have a conspiracy that I want to talk about that doesn't ever get talked about, I don't think. And I think this is the biggest conspiracy. It's one of the biggest conspiracies for sure. We have New Mexico in the building. Got the wonderful state of Ohio in the building. Looking cute. Lay. We have the wonderful state of Ohio in the building. We have Tennessee in the building. And we're going to talk about these conspiracies that's going on. We have the state of New York in the building. So there's a lot of conspiracies. Everybody come on in, rep your state, represent your state. Run those likes up, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All of that. We're in the social media era, the cell phone era. For myself, being really active on social media and active in the world, the cell phone era is a little tripped out, a little demanding. We got California in the building. We got South Carolina in the building. The cell phone era is a little crazy. Could be a little overbearing. Do I think too much information is dangerous? I think it's a lot of. I don't think too much of correct information is dangerous, but false information could be. I wouldn't say dangerous, but confusing. I would say most people not going to pay no attention to it. So that's a good thing. People are in their little niches. And when people are in their niches and they're scrolling on their phones or on their laptops, they're not going to really too much pay attention to things that's not in their niche. You know what I'm saying? We got Trinidad in the house. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters in Trinidad. So there are those that's their niche. They look at all the conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? And they get caught up in them and they repeat them and they push them. And nothing really becomes of it too much. And so you do have people that just push conspiracy. And they go from one conspiracy to another and nothing becomes of it. And that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the conspiracy. You see, because this fluctuation of conspiracies is a conspiracy, actually. Quiet as it's kept. Because it's the boy that cried wolf. You know the story of the boy that cried wolf? He was up the mountain taking care of the sheep. Much respect to Andrew. Thank you for the donation, brother. So the boy that cried wolf, he was up the hill taking care of the sheep. He's like, wolf. They ran up there, no wolf. They went back down, a little few days went by, weeks or whatever. Wolf. They ran up there, nothing. They went back down. And the third time a wolf really came, and he's wolf, wolf, and nobody came. Nobody came. And the wolf did whatever it did. And so I believe somewhat there are certain agencies that are flooding social media with conspiracies to hide real conspiracies. So if you just flood with a whole bunch of conspiracies, when people do see something suspicious, it'll just look like another lunatic conspiracy. So I believe all these conspiracies are actually a conspiracy to make real conspiracies not be conspiracies. Because it's just, they coming from everywhere. And they got AI conspiracies. If you go on Instagram, you'll see AI telling you some conspiracy. Or it's some space beings did something. Or some people under the earth did. Oh, the government did this, the government's doing that, this, that. And so now if it's really something, it gets mixed in. Some people, you're able to take them totally out of reality. They become just, you know, I got brothers, in Instagram, you got where you got your primary, then you got the ones you don't see. I had to send brothers over. I didn't want to block them, but I had brothers like sending me videos like all day, every day. It's one of them, and he's still doing it. I'm like, well, I think I'm just gonna have to block this guy. He's just sending me this stuff he wants me to look at. It gets a little weird because they want you to see this. And that's where I was like, why you keep sending this to me? Why do you want me to see this? What makes you think I want you in my DM sending me links to all this stuff you find that you found excessively like that? I'm talking about straight up excessively. I guarantee if I go right now, he's sending some more. It's two of them, really. It's two brothers, and they just be sending me stuff back to back. I don't even click on it. I just delete. I don't even look at what they send me. Because if I open it up, it'll be like 5 or 6 of them. It won't even just be one. It'll be a whole string of them. Like they just sit around and see stuff and send it to me. It's the weirdest thing ever. I mean, like back to back to back to back to back. I kid you not. Hold on. Instagram. Okay, I must have deleted it. I deleted today's. I deleted today's round of them. But it's like back to back to back to back. Like I'm obsessed with it. And there's certain people, I'm kind of know a little bit about their lifestyle and stuff. And they don't have their life together, but they know all the conspiracies. And I'm like, you don't have your life together. Like, you're all over the place. You don't even have your personal life together. Why? What the hell do you care about all these conspiracies? Why don't you go get yourself together? Like, seriously. Good to see you, Money Moves. So these conspiracies are a conspiracy designed to flood the public with so many conspiracies that will just put you to sleep. Within the next 24 months, conspiracies will be nothing. They're already then faded all the way down. They've already faded down. When somebody tell you a conspiracy, you almost really don't want to hear it. You know, you don't want to hear it. You've heard so many of them. Then you hear some of the same ones over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Just over and over. And that is done intentionally. It's the conspiracy, which is to put you to sleep. To put you to sleep. To take real things that's happening with governments and food and stuff and jumble it up with a bunch of other conspiracies. So it's just mixed in the pot. And the ones that you really should be paying attention to is mixed in there. And the more conspiracies you see, the less you're going to investigate them. Because if you get one conspiracy, you might investigate that all year. But if you're going on TikTok, on Facebook and Instagram, and you seeing 30 conspiracies a day, you're not going to look into them. It's like when they said it's something coming towards Earth. I ain't paid no attention. I haven't paid no attention to it. They said something coming to Earth. They don't know what it is. First they said it looked like a comet. They said, no, it's not a comet. It don't got a tail. Now they said it's got a force field around it. They gave it a name. Man, I wish I would look at that stuff. Call me when it's close enough where you can verify what. But don't tell me about no stuff way, way, way out in space that's coming to get me. Holler at me when it get here. I have no energy to look at nothing about nothing coming here. That if it is coming, it ain't nothing I could do about it. So what I need to know for? Okay. If you knew the details of that, what can you do? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Show me the value in knowing that the aliens is coming. Show me the value. If you knew they coming, if you know they coming next month on the 25th, what you gonna do? Show me the value of you knowing that. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Deal with it when it get here. I had a young brother, he came to me, Pharaoh, it's coming. It's coming. And the aliens coming. You know? And the aliens is coming. You know what I'm saying? What they tell they gonna come, bro. They coming. And he got mad because I said, well, they better not taste good. Because if they land on this planet, they taste good, they're going on the grill. And they're gonna be chopped up and they're gonna be in the grocery store. Yeah, if they taste good. Yeah, the rapture, as if the rapture gonna give you a warning. Unbelievable. Like the rapture is like gonna announce, okay, here comes the rapture. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? I'm a vegan, bro. I said they gonna eat them. I said if they come here, they gonna eat them. If they taste good, they gonna eat them. I didn't say I was gonna eat them. I don't eat creatures. I'm plant-based. I don't think plants are flying no spaceship here. You know what I'm saying? My point is that people is paying attention to all that stuff. And there's government conspiracies, Kennedy conspiracies, Trump conspiracy, Kirk just conspiracies. That it was a setup and it was all like a television setup, like a hologram. Oh man. And they can go back and replay it and show you it's a hologram and that it was set up and that he wasn't even sitting there. It was really like a movie, like a projection. And that the bullet came from the lapel and all they got on there. Then he got the guys making the arm signals next to him. You know, I see everything. But I don't spread it I don't spread it. I don't add to the government confusion. So I don't spread that stuff. When I see people that spread that stuff, to me, they be like weirdos. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, I would never, you know what I'm saying? I would never hang to nobody that's always talking about that kind of stuff. Talking about something irrelevant that they can't change or do anything with. Fascinated with something that is beyond them anyway. If you get enough people to be fascinated on what's beyond them, then they won't do what they can do. They won't do what they can do because they're so fascinated with stuff that they can't do nothing about. And stuff like lower food prices, lower rent, higher wages, lower mortgages, less expensive cars, fuel prices going down, natural fuel that won't destroy the planet, eating better, less diabetes, less stroke, less heart attack. Stop so many people from passing away at 40, 50, and 60. I want to talk about that. Stop eating trash. Do some research and show people that they eating trash, that it's official, that you are officially eating trash, officially. That stuff you're eating is officially no good for you, officially. But they don't do that. That's what I'd like to know. Let's take a break. So yeah, I believe that these conspiracies mixed with social media are an actual conspiracy. It's just they're just flooding it. They're going back chopping up old videos where people talking about the ice people and talking about Luciferians, and they're just chopping all this stuff up. They're just chopping up old stuff, right? They just chop it up, and they just flood it. So now when you see something that's really happening, it get lost in the sauce. Lost. So you know all the conspiracy, but you don't know how many missing persons it is right in your state. You don't know how many missing persons it is in your state. You don't know how many missing children it is in your state. You don't know. You don't have a clue. Not a clue. But you know about HARP, and every storm is HARP, you know, that kind of stuff. And it's designed like that. You know, social media and handheld phones just gave the powers that be more, they got more power now. They can feed more. They used to only have channel 7, channel 5, and channel 2. That was where they did most of that's how they had to do all their programming. Now, then they got cable and they had more channels. But nothing was a bigger blessing as for the evil ones then to put all that right in your hand. It's just right there. Since they put this in your hand, TV's losing money, movie theaters is losing money, music is losing money because everybody's watching whatever they want to watch and seeing whatever they want to see. And they multitasking right here. They can take pictures, they can shoot videos, they can watch videos, they can send pictures, they can do their email, they can talk, they can text, they can do everything. You don't even have to be at home. You go pick your wife up at the beauty shop. She says she'll be out in 15 minutes. You be in the car. You don't even be worried about when she coming out. That 15 minutes go this fast when you're scrolling on the little contraption. And so they can put all the conspiracies over there. So with the real things going on, they can mix it. And then you can't pick what's urgent and what's not. What's up, Z-Man? So now you can't pay attention to what's urgent and what's not urgent. If we try to get you to go plant-based, they can get a bunch of dudes to make videos to tell you how you need to eat steak. He'll tell you you need steak and eggs, and they flood them videos and get you. They can erase the videos of how many strokes, how many dialysis centers it is in every city. They don't have to show you that part. So they can tell you it's all right to eat this, but they don't have to show you the results of what you eating. Got you. Next thing you know, you listen to them. Next thing you know, boom, you in the hospital. Blindsided. Now it's real. And guess what? They're not going to post that either. You're going to be in the hospital. It's going to be a secret. Just like all our people in the hospital tonight with diabetes and strokes. It's a secret. They can't tell you that because you'll get scared and eat better. You think they're really going to tell you? One time I was having a live and I searched dialysis center and it showed me the one closest to me. And I started scrolling. And man, 1 mile, whole bunch of them, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles. Could you get to 20 miles? A whole bunch of them. I was like, it was so many of them. Hundreds of them. Dialysis centers where people got to get whole blood transfusion 3 times a week. Nothing. But the aliens is coming, though. The aliens is coming. The aliens going to come and they going to take you out to the dialysis center and unalive you before you unalive yourself. I don't know why they coming to get you. You unaliving yourself anyway. They could just leave you alone. You're going to be out of here. You don't need the aliens' help. You scared of aliens. You eat funny creatures all day. You should be used to creatures. You're a creature feature. Another story for another day. I don't know why. I don't know since when you've been afraid of creatures. That's all that be on your table is creatures. That's why I can't come to none of your stuff, because you're a creature feature. But they're not going to tell you no important information like that so you can take care of yourself. They ain't going to give you no information so you can make any money. They're not going to make any changes to better your life, but they're going to flood you with so many conspiracies that it's almost impossible to get any type of knowledge of anything that's the truth anymore. The truth is like totally buried. Buried. You can't get that anywhere. And you can just see the way they just flooding. It's crazy. I don't even try to look at it. My DMs just be full of conspiracies. I can't look at all that stuff. You understand? I can't look at all that stuff. I'm looking at a bunch of conspiracies I can't do nothing about. There's never videos on what to do about the conspiracies. It's just videos telling you of the conspiracies. No solutions. None. And it's so many of them. Like when COVID came, and there was so many conspiracies. It was crazy. And just anybody could be an expert nowadays. All you got to do is be just a popular content creator, and your word is like God now. You can say anything, and if it's found out to be wrong, you just talk about something else and don't bring that back up anymore. And just water under the bridge. And so all these conspiracies are a conspiracy. It's actual agencies out here that is actually flooding us with conspiracies. That's a fact. You can tell by how many they're flooding you with. They're flooding you with a bunch of them. Back to back to back to back. You can see it, especially the AI ones. To the point they're showing you the lizard people. Lizard people used to live on the earth. They showing you all type of you know what I'm saying? They want to tell you about the ice wall and what's over there behind the ice wall. You know what I'm saying? You know what's behind the ice wall. But you don't know how you could get cheaper rent or cheaper mortgage, cheaper gas prices, cheaper food. But it's some creatures behind the ice wall. You know what I'm saying? That's important to know. I need to really know about the ice wall. You know, that's valuable information. You know, I mean, how would I make it if I didn't know about the ice wall? And the Earth is flat, and it's two moon, it's two suns, it's two suns, it's three suns. That's great information. That could help my grandchildren say, guess what? I'm gonna help y'all. How, Grandpa? Did you know it was two sons? Thank you, Grandpa. You helped me so much now that you told me that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Yeah, it's flooded, Pure Grow. It's flooded with unnecessary information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm from the era where, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Why are you telling me about a bridge and the bridge is 5,000 miles away? And you're like, Pharaoh, 5,000 miles away, there's a bridge. It's like, okay. Like they telling me the aliens gonna come next month sometime. I'm like, why don't you just tell me the day before they get here? Because most likely the story will disappear and nothing will show up. If I had to bet, it's always a possibility it really do be something, but most likely that whole Atlas story gonna disappear about a week before it's supposed to get here. It's just gonna disappear. Ain't gonna be no more Atlas coming. Watch. If I had to bet, that's the way I would bet. This ain't the first story. And you go watch the video, everybody saying something else. Is this, is that, is this. And all the videos is AI videos. They look like the government videos, right? All of this non it hasn't been officially substantiated that this is true. Now, if I come over here and tell you to take a herb to get rid of cancer, and it hasn't been officially substantiated, they'll block my YouTube presentation. But I can tell you a spaceship coming that ain't been substantiated at all, and that's cool. But I better not tell you nothing about your health that the Babylon health system haven't stamped. I better not make no claims about soursop. I better not do that. Yeah, I better not do that. It's so the real conspiracy is all these conspiracies. These conspiracies are designed to put you to sleep. If they can scare you enough, you won't be scared at all. And then when you're not scared at all, you sleep. And then when you sleep, they could drop the hammer on you. Because you don't hear no conspiracies about the cashless society and them putting that microchip in you. You don't hear that conspiracy. Yeah, I know. I know. In order for me to really have knowledge, I got to watch everything. I got to watch the rappers, the singers, the sports. I got to watch everything. If you want to have ultimate knowledge, you have to watch everything. You have to have 360 degrees of knowledge. So you have to watch it because there's knowledge within knowledge. And the conspiracies are designed to put you to sleep. There's real threats in those conspiracies, but you can't pick the real threat from the nonsense. Straight up. There's real threats There's real, some of those conspiracies are really dangerous and are real, but they jumbled them all together. So nobody pays attention. Nobody cares. The Atlas so-called aliens, nobody really cares. Nobody cares if it's something really coming to this earth. I hope y'all understand that. Even the people that's typing it don't care. It's just content for them. Soon as they get off their phone and stuff and they go home, y'all think they be thinking about that? No. Soon as they get through trying to scare you with Atlas and they log off, you think they thinking about that in real life? No. Not at all. Because if it was that serious, it would be on the news. The United States government would be speaking on it. If it was a threat to life on this planet, the United Nations would be been called a meeting. And they would have been trying to figure out is the way the citizens can help them fight it if it's something that's coming. If they thought it was a threat to their life and their well-being, it would be all hands on deck. Ain't no way to just be sitting around like that. If they felt like it was really crazy, they couldn't help us. You turn on TV, you wouldn't see Trump, you wouldn't see no politician, no rich people, nothing. You'd be like, they'll put some other people up there that don't know what's going on. And all the billionaires and big time politicians and stuff would be in bunkers. You wouldn't see them. They be gone already. They be gone already. If it was serious, they would be starting to disappear already. Trying to figure out how they can avoid a conflict. And one of the biggest conspiracy in the world is conspiracies. Facts. The conspiracies is Big Brother manipulating your mind, playing tricks with your mind. The more fake fear they give you, the more you'll be sheep, the less afraid you'll be. See, fear, they fear fear. Because if you get seriously fearful, then you'll react to the system. So the way to stop you from getting really aggressive, because when you get really afraid, you get aggressive. Like I'm at the park with my daughter, and a man jumps out of his car and he's walking real strong. And he's coming right to me. And after he gets so close to me, then I'm going to become somewhat fearful and of him being able to do something to me. And I'm going to be trying to put myself in a position to do something to him. And so they got you where you're not in that position, because if they keep feeding you fake conspiracies, you won't never be fearful. You'll be asleep. Because how could you be afraid of this conspiracy? And then that one, and that one, and that one, and this one, and that one, and this one, and that one. How would you be able to keep your alarm up? Alarm for what? So it'll lull you right to sleep. You got people talking about Atlas and they're not even afraid. They're like, Atlas coming, man. Like fake afraid. They're not even really afraid for real. So it's like you don't even look like you really believe no aliens coming to do nothing to you. It look like you just a robot. You just repeating what the news told you. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no way you believe something was really going to come and attack you and you'll be chilling. You understand? So One of the biggest conspiracies is to flood you with conspiracies. If they flood you with enough false conspiracies, you can't see the real conspiracies because there are real conspiracies, but you're going to never see them because they just flood you with so many that a conspiracy is a joke. The conspiracy is a joke. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of children disappearing. And I mean a whole lot of them. And even the stories of the children disappearing are separate. So that's these stories of children disappearing, then this story over here of it, then that story over there. They won't put all those stories together. They even keep stories about the same type of events separated. So you can't see the overall picture. Sometimes they'll use land like how many children are missing in the UK? Yeah. How many children are missing in California? How many missing in Illinois? They won't necessarily say the United States. They won't give you a global. They won't give you a. They won't say how many children are coming up missing on the planet. They won't give you that statistic. They'll keep it broke down where it could easily dissipate and nobody pay no attention to it. Like how people is taking their Teslas and going to graveyards and they seeing bodies walking around. Y'all say that? If you take your Tesla and you turn on that thing that shows where you driving at night in some of these graveyards, you'll see people walking around that ain't there. See that they burying that. They burying that story right there. Go look at it. It's two dudes and they're in the Tesla and they're in the cemetery and there's bodies. It's people walking around that ain't there. Go look it up. Go look it up. There's things out there walking around. It's souls out there walking around. For real. Wandering around out there, ghosts. They can see the ghost. I bet you that don't blow up. I bet you that don't. That's not going to blow up. That's going to dissipate. I kid you not. So you all know, be careful with the conspiracies. Pay attention to the ones that seem directly effective to society, like about cash, cashless, getting rid of money. Pay attention to those ones. Pay attention to some of the ones about medical situations. Pay attention to the ones about people missing, kidnappings and abductions. Pay attention to those ones. And all the way out ones, don't pay attention to it. If it's nothing that's immediate, where you would have to protect your child or your wife or your home or your health or something, don't get into it because they're going to give you these wild conspiracies that even if you knew it, you posted it and they took it down. See? They took it down. Now, it might not have been real, but it might have. It's very interesting to say the least. But they would take that down because what? You can't go see if Atlas is out there, but you can get in a Tesla, right? And you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? See, the one that you can go check for yourself, They don't want to push that one because the last thing they need is a bunch of people to get in Teslas and go out there and start recording that and really seeing that. Then that's going to be something they ain't going to be able to. The homeless is going to missing constantly, but definitely around Halloween. But it's all type of stuff going on out here. It's. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. When I show you this, and I'm gonna end this, but let me show you something. Have y'all seen this? Have y'all seen that? I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but you'll see it. Y'all ain't seen that, have you? I ain't gonna say nothing. You make your own man up. And we'll just leave that like that. We just leave that. We just leave that like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just leave that like that. We'll just leave that like that. You see the lion legs? You see the back legs like lions? You see the tail like a lion? I'm just saying. So they pick which conspiracy pretty much keep. That's allegedly keep. That's what's allegedly. I don't want to say too much on YouTube, but allegedly, go look into it. I mean, what good is it to talk about conspiracies unless I really make y'all head spin just a little bit? Maybe one day I'll just show y'all a lot of stuff. But today I'm going to show you just this one. If you do your research, it was a certain location it was at too. It's two pictures of it. Real talk. So the point I'm making is they decide what they're going to let you see and what they're not going to let you see. They make that decision. And if it's a bunch of stories going around, stories like that will get buried. You understand? Stories like that, can be made to look like all the others. You tell me what it is. Before it noticed anybody, you see? And after it noticed somebody was looking. You see it? When it was just minding its business and when it realized somebody was looking. Tell me it's not looking directly at the person with the camera. It's looking directly at the person with the camera. Directly. And you can only imagine how dangerous and how powerful that thing is. How powerful the wings is and how powerful them claws is on them legs and them feet. Anyway, I just threw y'all a little something. Since we was talking about conspiracies, I wanted to show y'all one of the newest ones that was going around. So look, stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your pivot, man. Stay on your pivot, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't let them get you caught up in these conspiracies, because they're using these conspiracies to hide conspiracies. Victory.